We have expressions of quantity, all right? And here we have expressions of quantity with countable nouns and non-countable nouns or uncountable nouns, all right? When we talk about countable names, in this case, the example is cars, we use the word many, right? In this case, when it's uncountable nouns or uncountable names, in this case, the word pollution, okay? Again, what is pollution?
It's like, well, when in Spanish, the word I know in Spanish word, yes, Paola and
Exactly.
Marlene say.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah, that's the correct answer, Miss, but yeah, pollution is contaminación. Thank you very much. In this case, can we count pollution? Can I say one pollution, two pollution, three pollution? Well, no, actually, no, that's weird to say. So instead of saying there is many pollution, English people don't say that. English people say there is much pollution, right? So, or in this case, there is too much pollution, all right? Now, as we can see down below, we also have fewer and less, right? As I already mentioned, they are synonyms. The only difference is that we use fewer when we talk about countable names, all right? In this case, again, cars. Yeah. Usually people, even English speaking people, don't use fewer. For some reason, people use less for everything, but that's not correct. The correct way would be to use fewer, all right? So it says there should be fewer cars and there should be less pollution, right? We don't say there should be less cars, okay, because less, it's only when we talk about uncountable nouns, all right? And that's pretty much what I wanted to say. There are more things to consider when we talk about countable and non-countable. So we have different forms to 1 to 5 stuff. Here we have some, okay. On, some, any, much, many, a lot of, lots of, a little, a few, or when you make a question, how much or how many, all right? A or an is when we talk about only one, okay? Only one name or only one noun, right? For example, a nut, a lemon, or an egg, or an apple. Now, first question in this case, what is the difference between using a or using an? Why we use a or why we use an? Do you know the difference?
Yes.
What is the difference?
When the word, when the first letter of the word is a vocal, you have to use an, and when it's a consonant, you have to use a.
No,
Or a.
I mean, It's almost correct. Because English is difficult like that. All right, going to go to the whiteboard again. It's not about letters, okay? Letters are not important, all right? Don't pay attention to the first letter. Letters are not important at all. What is important, it's the sound, okay? Pay attention to the sound, all right? Because, for example, here we have this word, honest. And here we have this other word, hotel. All right. Now let's say that I have
And
so the first one, we have one honest person. So what is the correct answer? A or N?
a honest person.
Which one?
A.
A?
Yes.
No, that's not correct.
An honest person? I don't know.
The correct way would be N. All right. And the next word is hotel. Hotel. So what is the correct form? A or N? What do you think, Mr. Eric?
And hotel, I suppose.
An.
Yes.
No. Okay,
A hotel.
a hotel. That's correct. So, lo voy a explicar rápidamente en español. Las dos palabras empiezan con H. That's correct. All right. El problema es que no suenan las dos palabras de la misma manera. Okay. Why? First of all, esta palabra honesto en English, honest, tiene un sonido similar al sonido de la vocal O. While this word, hotel, tiene un sonido similar a una consonante, la J en español, right? Hotel, all right? Cuando una palabra empiece con un sonido vocal, es cuando lleva el and, all right? Cuando una palabra empiece con un sonido consonante, es cuando lleva a, all right? No están involucradas las letras. Las letras no son importantes. Las cuales son importantes en este caso son los sonidos que escuchamos. Sonido vocal, an. Sonido consonante, a. Right? Estas palabras empiezan con exactamente la misma sílaba. Pues, se pueden dar cuenta, no llevan el mismo, pues, artículo. All right? ¿Sí lo entendió la señorita Marlene? Porque no le he preguntado últimamente, ya no sé si sigue aquí. No sé si me está escuchando otra vez. Continuamos. Ok. Otro ejemplo que puede ser confuso también. All right. First of all, recordemos que hablamos de sonidos, no letras. So I have two words. This word, right? And this word, all right? Do you understand what is uncle?
Tío.
That's correct. So first of all, the first word. What is the first word?
On. In which university?
That's correct.
You.
So what is the correct way? An or a?
A university?
Why?
Porque suena you y no.
Yeah, that's correct.
Ah.
A university. Y la siguiente, ¿cuál sería? Uncle. A or an?
An.
An. That's correct again. An uncle. Okay. Igual, ambas palabras empiezan con la misma letra. Wait. Empiezan con la misma letra, pero no por eso empiezan con el mismo artículo. Okay. La primera utiliza a university, la segunda es an uncle. ¿Por qué? Porque otra vez, repito, no se trata de la letra que empiece, sino del sonido que empiece. La primera palabra empieza con sonido consonante, U, university, right? Por lo tanto, a la segunda letra, la segunda palabra empieza con sonido vocal, uncle, uncle, sonido vocal, and, alright. ¿Sí se entiende bien esto? ¿Quedan
Yes.
dudas? Okay, very good, Mr. City. Mr. Eric, ¿se comprende esto?
Yes.
Very good. Miss Marlene. Thank you very much. So let's continue with the presentation. Okay. Okay. We have any. Any is for countable and uncountable. All right. Only in negative and questions. You can see here, cheese. Is cheese countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Correct. Cheese is uncountable. What about bananas? Are bananas countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Correct. Okay. But in this case, any, we use any in both cases. Cheese is uncountable, but I use any. Bananas are countable, but I use any. Why? Because this one, or actually, this one's negative, okay? When we talk in negative form, we use any. And these two are questions. When we make questions, again, we use any. All right? Continue. And let's continue. Okay, then we have many and much. Again, many and much are exactly the same thing. The only difference is that we use many, we talk about countable, and much when we talk about uncountable. In both cases, we can use a lot of, all right? A lot of is exactly the same as many or much, all right? Then we
Okay.
have for small quantities, a few and a little, okay? What do you understand by a few
Poquito.
and a little? What is a little?
Mm, pues lo mismo.
Yeah, that's correct, right? A few and a little are exactly the same thing. The only difference is that a few is countable and a little is uncountable. Now, as Mr. Eric said, they have comparative form. The comparative of few is very small. Comparative of few is fewer, and the
Fewer.
comparative of little is less.